The final session. We all want to go home, I'm sure. So thank you for still staying, even though it is the last session. So wonderful to be here and very honored to be invited to moderate the session. I'll give a brief introduction of myself. I'm Sashi Gundala. I'm the director of Aspire India. We are an NGO and we run a leadership program that is delivered by Harvard University. And we provide this free of cost. It's a fully funded program for underprivileged students across India. And we are happy to share that during the Pravasi Divas event, which was held last month, we signed a MOU with the Rajasthan government to give this program out for free for all the government school students in Rajasthan. So we've made a big arrival here in Rajasthan, and very excited now to see that the AI ML policy has also been implemented here. And taking this forward, Rajasthan is the first state in the country to do this. So very exciting times ahead. My background has always been in education. I've been an educator in US for the last 25 years. And 3 years ago, I moved to India to work in the NGO sector. And I've been working with certain NGOs. So to come back to India and see all this change, it is very exciting, and I feel like I've made a comeback at the right time to see all of this progress. So to begin our session, I'm going to start by having our panelists introduce themselves and give us a brief introduction of their background.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Navneet Goyal. I'm a professor of computer science at BITS Pilani campus, and I've been there for the last 30 years. And I work in the area or in the space of AI for the last 15 years. I've been working in that. And by training, I'm a mathematician, but gradually shifted to AI, machine learning, and stuff like that. And we work in the space of agri-tech, mainly in agri-tech, using AI and space technology to solve some of the agri use cases. So that is what is my background, and yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Goyal.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Shreyans Mehta. Uh, I am basically born in Kolkata, brought up in Jhalawad, studied at Manipal, and have been a seasoned entrepreneur. Built two startups, failed in one, got successful in one, and recently my company in health tech was acquired by Entero, which is India's largest medical distribution company. And I am currently advising Nanda Capital Holding as an advisor in their fund, and in parallel also building my new journey of starting something on. So during my entrepreneurship days, we were the first one in India who started digital health records and built India's largest healthcare network of 5,500 doctors and 35 million families. So this has been my journey.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rance, for sharing the background. So one of the NGOs that I worked with, I worked on AI curriculum. So we wrote a curriculum for students from first grade to 10th grade. And I was initially shocked when they asked me if I can write a curriculum for first standard students. I was like, AI and first standard, but that's what they wanted. I was paid to do it, and kar diya, kam. But my question, Dr. Goyal, I'm going to come to you as an academician. From a university point of view, from the academics point of view, what do you think should change as we prepare students for this AI world? Should it be in the area of curriculum, in pedagogy, or assessment?
Um, I think this is a very interesting question. I think the first thing that we need to change is the pedagogy. That is very, very important, because until and unless we make our students think in terms of AI or in terms of AI literacy, what is possible with AI, what is not possible with AI, what is not AI, I think will not do justice. So I think the first thing is the way we teach, and we need to make them think about AI all the time. I mean, then only you can actually become a contributor to AI and contributor to the society. I think the first thing is, of course, pedagogy, and then followed by, I think, assessment in the age of AI, so that if you don't change that, if you stick to those standard or closed book exams where you have to memorize a lot of things, I think then it's not going to do anything for you or for the students. So I think assessment, and of course curriculum comes at the bottom of the three. It does not mean that it's not important, but without even changing the curriculum, we can introduce AI in almost all kinds of things that we are teaching, right? Whether it is creative thinking, creative writing, or deep tech courses or heavy STEM courses. I think everywhere we need to bring in this culture of thinking and thinking about AI, right? So that is what is very important, according to me.
Shreyans, what would be your thoughts? Do you think we should start that early, like first grade onwards, start
Yeah,
changing the
so, one very interesting aspect which I have observed. So, I have a 6-year-old daughter. And very recently, I did a family program called as MJ Family Awards, and everything I created was with AI. All the so my mother was Tulsi in the AI version, and my father was Mihir, and all those things we did. So she was observing me very closely कि how is it possible कि आपने AI से सारा बना दिया. And just very recently, she created own poem and own graphics to be sent in all the family groups of Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. So I totally agree with sir, कि in the today's world where education has become so democratic, and with the good education, people are already observing things. Even my 6-year-old daughter, she's exactly in class 1 only. Yeah. And she started using AI just by seeing how her father is being and doing exceptional things which
without realizing it?
without realizing. And I was just amazed to see the WhatsApp वो बीच बीच में अपनी मम्मी से लेती है और वो AI से सारी चीज़ें पूछ रही हैं. हम कहीं भी जा रहे हैं तो इसकी हिस्ट्री बताओ बताओ बताओ. और मतलब उसका डार्क साइड भी मैंने देखा कि कई बार मम्मी ने उसको डांटा तो वो भी उसने AI से पूछा. सो वहाँ पे मुझे थोड़ा कंसर्न भी हुआ कि यार इतनी पर्सनल चीज़ें भी वो क्यों पूछ रही. बट वो AI को 6 साल की उम्र में शी इज़ यूजिंग इट फॉर बोथ वेज. नो, इट हैज़ obviously the pros and cons, but what sir said, that is the most important thing, that AI, if you are good thinkers, then AI will be a boon for you, that is for sure.
What should we worry about? And then
So I literally got worried when she was asking those things कि मम्मी मुझे क्यों डांटती है, मैंने क्या गलती करी. तो जो लामा AI है व्हाट्सएप वाला, उससे वो पूछी तो वो मैंने उसको समझाया कि यूज़ AI फॉर योर नॉलेज जनरेशन एंड थिंग्स विच यू डोंट नो. You don't need to do all these things. So that is one aspect. The second aspect is also the images kind of thing, because we स्पेशली इंडियंस को फ्री के सर्विसेज इतना ज़्यादा यूज़ करना अच्छा लगता है. तो वहाँ पे हम थोड़ा वी नीड टू बी कॉशियस इज़ व्हाट आई फील. क्योंकि वहाँ पे आई थिंक जो नैनो बनाना की टेक्नोलॉजी है, जिसको एवरीबडी इज़ यूजिंग, कि मोदी जी के साथ फ़ोटो हो गया, और वो आई फील कि बट वो आप रोक नहीं सकते हो. बट दोज आर थिंग्स विच विल हॉन्ट you later, which we are not yet even thinking about it, but we are using it in huge sense. So that I feel, matlab, from the layman point of view, sir will give you more expert version of the detailed things, but as a layman point of view, I think these are two scarier aspects.
No, that's
as
very
well.
important, because you are the consumer, right, at the layman point, and that's what is. So, Dr. Goyal, at the college level, what should we worry about?
I think the main concerns are around the unethical use of AI. And AI is available to all, so it's a big challenge that we educate our students and everybody else to use it in an ethical way. I think that is the most important part of, the most important problem that I see, or critical problem that I see around AI. Because students, I'll give you a university perspective. So students have been using it for all kinds of things, and so that hampers their learning as well. It is not that it is just they're using AI, it hampers their learning. So So we want to be really, we should be really very, very cautious about educating our students and the younger generation about responsible use of AI. I think that is one of the most important aspect of this, right? So unethical use of AI, and that is what is the main problem.
I think lately, we have these literal questions, critical thinking questions, and inferential questions that we talk about. The literal questions, I think nobody is learning anymore over there, because those kind of things, you just go to your phone, type in, and you get the answer. So you're not even spending time thinking about it, ki bhai mujhe pata hai ki nahi, let me try to recollect or remember. But it's just in the, I think, the top tier of the Bloom's taxonomy that you have, where you're actually putting in your intelligence. Below that, everything is on your fingertips. So anyway, coming to
Just to add to what sir said, and that is why, to teach the ethical use of AI, that is where the earlier we teach them, it's better. Because once people start using it and get to know all kind of कि जो उससे गलत चीज़ें भी हो सकती है, इवन मैं अगर बच्चों के हिसाब से देखूं तो वो खुद ही अपना लीव सर्टिफिकेट इजीली बनवा सकते हैं और स्कूल में सबमिट कर सकते हैं, एज सिंपल एज दैट. तो वो सारी चीज़ें उनको अगर शुरू में ही पता चल जाए, जो हम सिखाएं कि भाई ये करना है, ये नहीं करना है, सो वो एक बार उनको पता लग गया कि ये सब चीज़ें होती है, तो फिर तो वो आदत ही पड़ जाएगी.
So already पड़ गई आदत. So from an investor lens, the question to you, Shreyans, which skilling model scales best, would you say? Like boot camps, apprenticeships, on-the-job training, or university partnerships, which gives the best results?
So in case of AI, I think because online courses are very, very good. So university partnerships when people are studying, and on-the-job training also plays a significant role here. And what I've seen is that, just to add on to the point which sir said about thinking, so AI will not replace people, but it will make the, so people should focus on the judgmental tasks. AI will replace the redundant tasks for them. So if they are good in creative thinking and asking right sort of things, it will get their life lot easier basically. So the university level, if they are able to do that, it will help them in the long run very largely, while they are working on the job as well. Because a lot of companies are still very backward, especially in India, in adopting those things. अभी भी वो उससे काफ़ी पीछे हैं. So if they can come and add value, it will enhance their efficiency at least by 3x, 4x.
And so from the university level, what do you see? Like what kind of roles translate into jobs?
I think I'll try to answer this in a discipline agnostic way, like which applies to all kinds of students, not just computer science students, because my interaction is mainly with computer science students. So from that perspective, I think AI literacy is the most important thing. And like as you might be aware that we are coming up with a new campus in Amravati, BITS Pilani, and that is a completely AI-focused campus. The curriculum would also be around AI, majorly around AI and computer science, right? So there also, what we are trying to give all the students in the first year itself is a course which could be like possibilities with AI. So because AI is an umbrella technology, it cuts across all disciplines, all domains, and it is applicable everywhere. So every student should be able to think in terms of its own discipline and see where AI can be applied. So that is very important. So they must come up with, like their thinking should be such that they should be able to find problems in their own disciplines where AI can be used. Because as an AI expert or as an AI teacher, I would not be knowing all the disciplines, but they are the ones who would know the details of the disciplines and where AI can play a role. So I think that part is very, very important, that everybody coming from whatever domain or whatever discipline, doing any kind of major, should be able to see where they can apply AI. I think that the first step in this direction.
I think that's a very good point you made because AI generally is seen as a tech-friendly platform, right? And a tech-friendly area. But we have all of these other disciplines also, humanities, art, social sciences, and everything. And even those, many of the jobs are becoming automated now. And many jobs are getting obsolete because they are getting replaced. Content writers no longer exist now. It's all AI generated. So they also need to upgrade what they are learning. So you've hired a lot of people over time, hired. So what do you think today are the employability skills? Like हमारे ज़माने में होता था कि मार्क्स अच्छे आ गए तो कहीं ना कहीं जॉब मिल जाता है. Nowadays, अच्छे marks is not translating into a job. So what is it that is, taking a student from student to employed?
So even when pre-AI also, when we used to hire, our focus was majorly on the zeal and passion of the individual. I basically before hiring never saw CVs or marks because I myself was not that good a student. I was just a 8 pointer. That too. No, but started with 5.8 and then 6, 7, 8, 9. So gradually, the aggregate was 8, but I started with 5. But yeah, but so the thing is with respect to the employability point of view is you need to be augment with AI. That is in today's scenario. That is the skill you need to have because every company would want maximum efficiency, and now as sir also said that it is being used in everything, right from you need to do things in Excel, you need to draft mails and everything that is being needed. So unless you are AI augmented while your decision making, that is the most important thing. And first part which was even important in the pre-AI area, the passion and zeal. These two things and the continuous learning, because in the AI world, basically, things will change so rapidly that what we are doing today, in 3 months, that will become obsolete. So that is where all the new students who are graduating, they need to keep upgrading themselves with the latest technologies, latest AI tools which are coming up, because those people will get replaced very easily. I think that is very important thing. Continuous learning has become even more important in today's time.
So he's shared who he will hire. So are you preparing the students like that, ready to be hired?
So I think AI or no AI or pre-AI era and the post-AI era, I think the most important thing or the most important skill is your ability or capability to learn new things and to adapt to new technology. I think that is the most important skill that I would look for if I were to hire anybody. And that's what we prepare our students for, right? So we tell them that AI, today it is there, right? Tomorrow it may be something else, and it may evolve into a new shape or size. But you must be able to handle new technology and learn new technology as quickly as you can. I think that is the most important part, right? So ability to learn is very important. On get familiar with new technology. I think that skill is very important.
I think soft skills has become a very important part of learning.
Asking questions has become very important.
Yeah, it's become like it's not just the grades like we talked about. It's like how you present yourself and how you take it forward. So what do you think are the fastest growing job clusters lately? And can we talk about like the tech section and the non-tech section? Where are we headed?
You want to take this first? Okay.
A lot of companies might be coming.
So, like before coming here, I just talked to my placement head and asked him like what kind of companies are coming and what kind of skills they are looking for. So it is not that companies are only hiring students with AI skills or AI literacy, right? But 60% of them are looking for AI skills. So that is the kind of scale that we have, right? So we get almost like every semester we get around 100 plus companies visiting us. So out of those, 60 odd are looking specifically for AI, right? So that's the kind, I mean, different aspects of AI, of course, not, I mean, I'm just using AI as a generic term here, but all of them like wish to hire AI literate students, right? Some of them are, very few of them are hiring discipline specific students, right? So that's the kind of impact it has on placements, right? So everybody is looking for AI.
Just to follow up on that, so if you look at what your college is offering right now, what do you think are what is it lacking? Something that you feel should be there in today's world, but you're not yet there in terms of curriculum or delivery?
Uh, in terms of curriculum, we have not changed it. Like we are in the process of changing it now. I mean, next year onwards, it will be a new curriculum. So we are redesigning it. But last time we uh, updated our curriculum was in 2011. So it is almost like 14 years now, 15 years. Uh, but at the same time, having said this, we have not changed the main or the skeleton of this curriculum, but we have added lots of courses and specializations and minors so that students can take up those minors and get good jobs in the AI space. So we have minors in fintech, we have minor in data science, and even if they don't do minors, they can take up electives in such a way that they build a very good profile in AI, right? So we have, I mean, you name it, we have a elective on that. Like we have a elective on generative AI, we have an elective on LLMs, we have an elective on multimodal learning, we have an elective on deep learning. I mean, you name it, and we have a agentic AI we are planning next semester. So you name it, we have it. Only thing is that the core curriculum has not changed, but in terms of electives, we are keeping pace with AI.
Would you think that
Even while hiring today, what we are communicating to our HRs as well, that you need to see people who are majorly, good in data interpretation, problem basically framing, because AI will solve it for you. You need to ask right things for you, and cross-functional thinking and ability to work with AI agents. So these are 4 or 5 key attributes which we have as a business teams told our HRs to look forward in candidates.
Wonderful. So, Dr. Goyal, coming back to you about the education. So, how much do you think the government should involve themselves in the curriculum creation, or is it best left to the institutes to figure out what they need? Like, could there be a national curriculum for this, or go autonomous and
So that's a rather difficult question. But I think with the national education policy, which was tabled in 2020, and it has been adopted by most of the universities, um, I think the main theme in the national education policy is around skills. And AI is another kind of skill. So I think all universities are already doing that, imparting that AI skill to most of the students that are enrolled at all levels, not just at the undergrad level, in the graduate level also, and in the PhD programs also. So we are making them do a lot of AI related courses, and we are also testing them on AI for if they want to work in, they want to do research in AI. So I think we are already doing that. The skill part is very important, and I think uh, that every university is already doing. I mean, that's what I feel. I mean, all the good schools are doing it. TiE schools are doing it.
So, Shreyans, when you hire students or newly, freshers, do you think they are prepared? or do you have to spend a lot of time training them and getting them ready to, actually do the job and deliver what you need? Like, what is the current crop of students coming your way?
No, so I have seen huge amount of change in last 10 years basically. So if you were to ask this question to me in 2015-16, we were fighting for the right kind of talent and all such things. But now with the AI making things very easy, especially for redundant task and all those things, I don't, and the new generation which has come up, I think they are super creative, very good thinkers, think much faster than we do. Though I'm still 35, but speaking like a old guy. But because the generation and the technologies are moving so fast, so I think that thing has become very much easier because they are able to use those tools to get the desired results, which 10 years ago we didn't had. So I think that has make life quite easy for us with the new generation hiring, especially in the business related tasks and also in coding also. So that is where I've seen that those challenges are not that much because of use of these tools and technologies. It has made hiring quite better. Now what you need to see in the students is कि आप उनको कितना रख पाते हो, क्योंकि their expectations from companies have changed drastically. So the other problem has arisen. Earlier there was a problem wherein it was difficult to find talent. Now there is talent. You retaining of talent is a challenge.
Retention is becoming very difficult. Lately, one more issue that I've noticed when I've personally looked at resumes and started hiring, कि resume और बंदे कोई match नहीं होता है. Resume is like perfect, AI generated, and they come with like, all the skills and all of that. And then when you start talking, it's like कोई connection ही नहीं है. I'm like, ये.
So regarding this, I think the mismatch between the resume and the actual skills a student holds. So there is a meme which I tell my class whenever I teach a course on data science. So he said, one student is trying to build his resume, and his friend asks him like, do you know SQL? So SQL, if you know, it's a relational database query language, a structured query language. So he said no. So then he said that, okay, you write in your resume that you are an expert in NoSQL. So NoSQL is again a family of databases which are like the next generation of databases. So that's how things work as far as resume is concerned. So yes, I think there's a lot of mismatch in what students write in their resume and what they know. Yeah. Right. So yeah.
I recently gave an assignment for a marketing leader position, and our industries.
In US, it is highly recommended, and in fact, it becomes जरूरी होता है कि they do some kind of a summer program and internships during the summer. So during these internships, we recommend the students to do something that they want to become later on. Like they want to go into medicine, go into a hospital and work. If they want to go into computer science, go and intern at a computer firm, things like that, and see if they are interested in that. अब मान लो आपके बच्चे को like he is interested in computer science and he wants to go that route, then you can add AI to that. So AI is an additional thing that you add. AI by itself, it's not going to do anything. So if your student even wants to do arts, so arts maybe there is AI, like you can implement.
नहीं, मैं आपको बताता हूँ क्योंकि मैंने वो पूरी जर्नी भी जी है, बंसल क्लासेस, एलन, रेजोनेंस सारी. सो देखो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो चीज़ है ना 12th के टाइम की, जब बच्चे को पता ही नहीं रहता है कि मुझे क्या करना है, वहाँ पर नहीं मैं वही आपको बता रहा हूँ कि आजकल पता है, बट जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है ना, जैसे अगर उसने PCM भी लिया है तो AI इज़ ऑल अबाउट मैथमेटिक्स. जो भी आप LLM भी करेंगे, तो जो इंजीनियरिंग की डिग्री 4 साल में जो नॉलेज सिखाएगी ना, वो उसको एड ही करेगी. मतलब AI कैन बिल्ड ओवर दैट नॉलेज ओनली. हम ये सोचे कि सिर्फ AI कुछ कर लेगा तो दैट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. सो दैट नॉलेज इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जहाँ से वो जो सर भी बात कर रहे थे, जैसे ऑनसाम्बल लर्निंग, तो नहीं, वो जो आप AI कोर्सेज देख रहे हो ना, वो जो सर ने बोला वही है. वो आप कंज्यूमर्स ऑफ AI टूल्स बन रहे हो. और जहाँ पर हम जो नॉलेज की बात कर रहे हैं, वो आपको नई चीज़ें बनाने का मौका देगी. सो दोनों चीज़ों का कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं है.
See, you you need to spend lot of time to be able to reach that stage. So there are no shortcuts. So you need to do your maths right. You need to do your computer science right, right? Then only you will reach a stage where you can think in terms of a new model or fine tuning a model and doing things like that. So it's a long journey. There are no shortcuts.
अभी आप जो कोर्सेज देख रहे हो ना कि AI मॉडल, ये बेसिकली शॉर्टकट सिखा रहे हैं. और मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि ये जो टाइम है 18 से 22 का, इसमें कभी भी शॉर्टकट सोचना ही नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि वो 4 साल की उसकी लाइफ बनाने वाला है.
Let me just take the next question in the interest of time, and we can take it outside.
Yeah.
So there are actually, in fact, wonderful question that you are asking, because Aspire India, like I said, we are offering a leadership course for students. So what we are also doing is offering a leadership course for employed people who are already in the workforce, and this is a AI leadership course that we are offering. So there are many like that. I'm not saying ki take the Aspire course, but this is an advanced level course where we teach leaders how to be better leaders, how to lead the coming generation on their upskilling, and how should you motivate your group so that they continue to upskill and they stay relevant in today's world, right? Like both of them were sharing, like you constantly have to learn, you constantly have to upgrade. ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले ही जैसे कि एक इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री ख़त्म किया एंड देन पूरी ज़िंदगी भर उसके भरोसे चला ली. लाइक अब नहीं होता है ऐसा. लाइक अब लाइक यू लिटरली एवरी कपल ऑफ ईयर्स यू नीड टू सी कि अब क्या है. लाइक लास्ट ईयर तक किसी ने एजेंटिक एआई का नाम नहीं सुना था, बट अब है. And I am thinking कि I should enroll in a course, although I have nothing to do with agentic AI, but I'm curious कि क्या है वो. तो let me take a course. तो I was looking online कि कहाँ free में मिल जाएगा that I can learn it. So that curiosity has to be there. Would you agree, sir?
So yeah, that's very true. As I said, that this landscape is changing so rapidly. Like I'll tell you one small instance. HCL Tech approached us for upskilling their employees, and they said that they want to do something in AI. And within a couple of months, we designed a curriculum for them and shared it with them, and they okayed it. But within a week, they came back to us. They said that now we don't want AI, we want generative AI. This is how things, and then we developed a course for them in generative AI and delivered that. Yeah. So that's how quickly, because they said that we want our employees to at least speak this language of generative AI.
So
because
by the time you develop a course, it's
yeah.
changed the requirement.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is changing so fast. So
Yeah.
that's how.
So you had a question.
Shreyans said that AI is generating the content and the information, but it cannot affect the decisions. Okay, after all, you have to take a decision. But from this discussion, I found that the hiring of a HR was a decision which affected by the content generated by the AI in the form of some document or resume, and at the same time not
So it's a very long question. I kind of lost track of it in between, but yes, I think
I think we
what
are talking about the perils of
perils of
AI.
AI. So see, whatever technology surfaces or comes, right, there will always be a flip side. So we need to tell everyone, like I'm in a university, so I'll tell my students and my peers that we have to use it in a responsible way. I think that's the first thing. I think I mentioned this very early in the discussion, right? So that is the first thing you need to tell, that you have to use it in a positive way, you have to use it in an ethical way, responsible way. So there is an area called as responsible AI. So you have to do it that way. I mean, there will always be exceptions, like even in BITS, you will find students who we know that they have done something wrong and in their careers also, not just while they were with us. So I think that is something that culture we have to imbibe in our students or employees for that matter. So yeah, so as I told you that universities don't keep changing their syllabus just because a new technology has come, right? So what best we do is that we offer electives, right? We don't change the skeleton of our curriculum just because something new has come up, because then it will create chaos and students will be confused, the faculty will be confused, everybody would be confused. So we don't change the core curriculum, but what we do is we keep adding electives. So, and these electives helps the students to keep abreast with what is happening. So that's how we handle this, right? So there was a time when a lot of industry used to come, like I remember some big names, big companies like networking companies used to come to us saying that you change your course in this way because we need students in like, tomorrow some other networking company will come and they'll say that you change it this way. So that is not the way things happen, right? So we will teach what is the fundamentals, the foundations of any area, and then students can build upon that. So that's how it is handled. It is not that we keep changing with every technology or every update in every technology. That's not how it.
It's like you will teach a child how to fish,
How to fish, yeah.
and then
Rather than,
they will go fish.
And the judgment part is, that is what is important, that we cannot be slaves of AI. We have to master the AI. So what happened in that scenario, we became slave of AI. कि वो assignment देख के हमको लगा best है, इससे अच्छा हो नहीं सकता. And that is why, as ma'am was telling, na, interpersonal skills, communication, because that is where you will be able to gauge. So keep that as a reference, but unless you interact personally to know कि what is the depth, you will, that is why I said कि judgment important है. वहाँ I accept कि our judgment failed because we didn't imagine. So as a good students, we never thought कि assignment भी लोग cheating करके बनाएंगे. हमको लगा था कि भाई knowledge से ही बनाएंगे, but that didn't happen. So that was a mistake which made us realize this fact कि now you don't have to blindly see those things, need to evaluate from all the aspects, and that is why that judgment skill is important. Yeah,
I think that is something that we can't avoid with AI. Like
will
हर
happen
किसी
more.
चीज के साथ there is good and there is bad. When the calculator came, everybody was like डर गए थे कि अब बच्चा like गिनती करना भूल जाएगा. Like भूल गए. They can't do it now. Like they use calculator to do it. Yeah, but it has also made us smarter. Yeah, it has made life easier and it has made us smarter
see,
because, yeah, but it has upped our brain into how can we, still उसके पार उससे ऊपर कैसे हम लोग काम कर सकते हैं. So it is a challenge and we have to go with the flow. It's like you have to adapt, you have to evolve, and you have to move on. So that is AI.
I think like calculator thing came up like because I remember when we were in school, calculators were very new at that time, and when we started using it, so everybody said, your brain will stop working after some time, right? You'll lose all your abilities. But I think
But
we
teachers became
humans-
smarter, na? They gave you questions where even if you had a calculator, it was useless.
That is one thing that is there. I mean, they would give us something where calculators are not very useful, right? But at the same time, I think we humans or the brain we evolve new faculties. Just because we now know how to do things, or there is a tool to help us, we'll now think in terms of new things, right? Yeah. So it is not that innovation will stop now, right? So innovation will keep happening, even if you are using AI or whatever. It will keep happening, right? So
Next level of innovation will be AI speaking to AI
Yeah.
and building new things.
Yeah, it's already happening. So anyway, on that note, thank you so much, Dr. Goyal and Shreyans, for sharing your thoughts, your expertise, and I think we have a great future ahead, and we'll meet maybe 10 years from now and see where everything stands. So thank you all, thank you audience for being very patient and being here. Lovely being here. Thank you all so much for this opportunity.